Bring in Michael Shellenberger, journalist and founder of Public News. Michael, you've been all over this story. First of all, quickly, do you think the DOJ complies with this subpoena to turn over all of the Epstein files?
I'm highly great to be with you, Elizabeth. I'm highly skeptical that it will do so, just given all the foot dragging that we've seen out of the administration on these files. I mean, what a mess it's been. It's been a complete disaster for the administration. I think the really the first big misstep by the administration, misreading its own base, taking for granted its support. I think we've seen evidence that the administration's treatment of the Epstein matter has hurt the administration with its own people. Both in polling data, but also some focus group data show that. So I hope so. I'm not optimistic. And I think the thing that we have to keep in mind is that it's not just a underage sex trafficking scandal. It's also potentially one relating to sex blackmail involving the intelligence community. The former CIA director was at Epstein's place. We've seen involvement of Israeli military, former Israeli president was there, all sorts of links to Israeli intelligence. So part of a broader scandal that is unfolding right now around what our intelligence community is doing and the way it's involving itself into politics.
Yeah, and listen, all sorts of rumors have metastasized in the absence of information and the vacuum in refusing to release all these records. Who knows what's true and what isn't, but there's a lot of speculation going rampant. All right, former President Clinton said he cut off all communication with Epstein more than a decade before Epstein was arrested in 2019. What are they hoping to get from President Clinton?
You know, it's hard to know exactly. And I mean, the issue, I think, as you mentioned there, is the issue of whether or not this is going to sort of backfire on the administration, since it does seem like there was plenty of links to, President Trump that are undisclosed.
Right. If they're going to subpoena President Clinton, doesn't President Trump check all those boxes too?
It seems to me like an obvious risk. I mean, the thing with Clinton that's so disturbing is that photograph of him getting the massage. There's also the painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress that was in Epstein's apartment. It's really seedy, tawdry sort of stuff. It looks like kind of blackmail material. And we've also had reports the FBI pulled a lot of CDs with photos and videos of it, reports of hidden cameras by one of Epstein's victims. So it, looks like a sex blackmail operation, and that's would hardly be unusual in the history of intelligence community. They borrowed that tactic from the mafia. It's well documented that the FBI and CIA engaged in sex blackmail. So,
and why Hillary Clinton? Why subpoena her?
Well, yeah, I mean, that part I'm not totally sure I understand. I mean, I thought there was maybe some connection here to Russiagate, that they were also trying to get at some of the information about Russiagate. Now it's been framed around Epstein, but Hillary Clinton is at the center of a lot of questions around whether or not the Russiagate conspiracy theory began as a dirty trick by the Clinton campaign that was then sort of embraced by CIA and FBI as a way to undermine the legitimacy of President Trump starting in 2016. I assume those are things that they can ask about when an open hearing like that. They're certainly not limited in what kind of questions they can ask. So maybe I sort of wondered if there was sort of a underlying or a secondary agenda to some of these subpoenas.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.